Hello, Lee here, the Diabetic Walker, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're out for a walk in Puddletown. We're spending a couple of nights here in an Airbnb, and we're heading up this slightly muddy track here to Islington Woods. Not a place I've been to before, but we're going to have a little walk around there. Something to chat this morning, so it's very nice. A lot of easy to walk bridleways. You may have seen in one of the videos that I've done before this, I did mention that we were coming here. We're going to see a folk musician tonight, Gaz Brookfield. Seen him many times. So very much looking forward to that. Well, it's getting really muddy this path now. I've made a bit of an error this weekend. Got picked up from work by Sharon. Took all my gear into work that I needed to bring with me. And I've managed to leave my walking boots at work. So while I still have a pair of walking boots on, they're a really old pair, which I retired solely for work, basically, which is what I always do with my walking boots when they're coming to the end of their life. And these ones are definitely coming towards the end of their life, so we didn't want anything too taxing today. We've had a hell of a lot of rain through the whole month of January. We're well into February now. It was pouring down last night, so yeah, it's going to be pretty wet, pretty muddy in most places, I think. So if we can stick to the bridleways, there'll be a little bit slightly better kept paths, you know. So as I say, this is not a bit of Dorset that I've walked before. Have been here, stopped off here in the car just for a bite to eat, I believe, when we were coming back from somewhere, can't remember where. Normally walk the coast of Dorset. This looks like it might be a little bit easier going. Again, if you've seen that video that I put out a few weeks back, yeah, there's some real difficult terrain along the coast there. It's fun though. Apologies, I haven't given you a glucose reading yet. We've been walking for just under a mile, but unfortunately my Libra sensor has decided to take a day off, and about 10 minutes off maybe, and I haven't been able to get any readings as yet. What I can tell you is, just before we were due to leave this morning, my sugars did drop quite dramatically. I had breakfast this morning and I did take my usual amount of insulin, but we've come out quite late today. It's approaching midday already, so yeah, I had my breakfast at about 8 o'clock, so that was why I took the insulin. I'll keep checking, and when I get a reading, I'll update you then. Islington Woods is just a little way over in this direction. Unfortunately, this path isn't going to take us directly there. We've got to go sort of around the top of the woods, and then as we start to walk back, we'll come back down through the woods. But that's okay, we've only done about a mile, so it's not going to be a massive walk today, I don't think. Depends on the ground underfoot. It is a little bit wet underfoot, but it's nowhere near as wet as the walk that we done last week in the Meon Valley. We were literally wading through water halfway up our shins. But we really enjoyed it, it was good fun. Once you're wet, you're wet. No. Some grouse just come out the undergrowth there, made Sharon jump a bit. So the weather today is changing quite dramatically. It was showers when we left. 5 minutes ago the sun came out and I was thinking about taking off my mid layer. Now within seconds the sun's gone back in and it's pouring down again. I have managed to get a glucose reading. I think they were 13.6, that'll come up on the screen. So that's good news that I've managed to get that. Well, I didn't manage it started working itself basically, but it's good news that it is working. Don't really want to be out on a walk without that to fall back on. Okay, it's coming down pretty hard now. Come out for a walk, they said. It'll be fun, they said. You sure? Why are we doing this? And to pick and choose when I film today. The rain has just stopped for a short while. So just thought we'd get some views of the countryside here. Very nice it is too, even in this very grey, cloudy sky. Things always look better in the sunshine, don't they? And I think I've got a bit of a cold coming, a bit of a sore throat as well. Okay, so we're on a road now. We could have gone left to a place called Tinseltown. Although I think it's probably pronounced Tincleton, maybe, something like that, not sure. But it looked like Tinseltown when I saw it on the map. Anyhow, we're not going that way, we're going this way, the way I said we would go. And then we're going to come back down through the woods. We've done just over 1.5 miles. It's not going to be a long one today, maybe 4 or 5 if we can stretch it out to that. Again, haven't really planned anything. Just found some paths and walked on them, and now the rain's coming down again. Some locals driving past there, looking at us like, what the hell are these two doing out in this? Fair weather walkers, we are not. Walking through a farmer's field here. Oh, smell that fresh country air. God, it stinks.
Should have carried into the bush.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like?
Exactly. Go on then. She's gonna fall. No, she's gonna be alright.
Sure. Get over there.
Whoop. So here we are, walking through that bit of woodland that I spoke about earlier. As soon as I turn the camera on, it starts to rain. What the hell? Just very quickly, it is a beautiful bit of woodland. And it is now chucking it down again. So we just stopped for a bit of shelter under these trees here. The rain got quite heavy there. But weirdly, we have decided we're going to extend the walk a little bit. We're going to cross over the road here behind us. Little car park there, and on the other side of the road there, that's Puddletown Forest. We're going to have a little poodle round there, and then make our way back into Puddletown and back to our Airbnb accommodation, which I will show you when we get back, because it is a bit unusual, let's say. See you in a bit. When we decided to come out for this walk today, this is not the scenery I expected to find. I was thinking more about the rolling Dorset hills that I'm used to. Not these forests. But it's stunning. And the smell is amazing. These pine trees. Enjoying it. We've done about 3.5 miles now. Sugars have dropped below 7. So I think I'm going to stop, get some chocolate out of my bag in a minute and get that inside me, because they're only going to keep dropping. There's a lot of up and down on this trail through Puddletown Forest. Oh, it's fun. So this path that we're on seems to be more of a mountain biking path. It is very, very up and down. And Sharon's leg is a bit dodgy at the moment, so I think we're gonna come off this path, because there's another quite a steep hill up here. We're obviously going out tonight. Don't want Sharon to burn all her energy. We want to have fun tonight. Probably do a little bit of filming there as well at the end of this video. Yeah, so there's a path going off here. Got no idea where it's leading to, but it's heading kind of back towards Puddletown. I've lost all signal on the outdoor active map, so we're just going to have to trust our instincts here, which could be fun. We'll see. Just scoffed a bar of chocolate back there. Taking my hat off for a bit. It's stopped raining for now. Getting quite warm actually. Looks like the sun is trying to peek through. I will say this area we're walking through right now is a lot more sort of New Forest like. Very beautiful, but it's busy here on a summer's day. There have been quite a few guys on and girls on mountain bikes. I still have no signal on the outdoor active map, so we're still walking on instinct, hoping that we're going the right way. I think we are. Well, we are heading roughly in the right direction. I can still see the map on the outdoor active app, but it's not showing me hardly any detail. Just main roads and not the paths. So we are winging it a bit again. I can see on the map that we are heading back towards the road that we crossed earlier, and that's the road that will take us back into Puddletown. So that's all we need to know really. Back into the woods now, and it looks like that's the road just up ahead of us. So we should be back into Puddletown within about half an hour, something like that, I would have thought. We've done nearly 4 miles. So it was never going to be a long walk today, but it's been really interesting. Path we're walking on now, one's alongside the road, which is going to take us back into Puddletown. So we're going to come in on the same road that we went out on, but from the other direction, from the other end of the town. Hopefully this path is going to run alongside the road all the way. That would be nice. If not, we'll have to just take the road. It's not too far back now anyhow. We've done about 4.5 miles. My legs are getting a little bit tired actually. This very muddy ground, as I've said before, it does zap my energy. And again, we don't want to be too tired for tonight. As I said earlier, I only have one pair of boots with me, and it's the pair obviously that I'm wearing now. They were already falling apart. and now, well, to be honest, they're completely trashed. I can't go out in them tonight, so we're going to have to, when we get back to the car, going to have to head down to Dorchester, pop into a shoe shop, pick up a cheap pair of trainers or something like that, some high tops, whatever, so that I can wear them out tonight. Definitely not wearing these. These are going to go home straight in the bin, I think. So we're nearly back now. Cheap.
Sensible.
Those buildings over there in the distance, that was where we walked earlier when we first set off. So that can only mean one thing. We're almost back to Tolpuddle. It's about 1:30 now. Sharon just reminded me that we haven't had anything to eat yet. No lunch. Which I hadn't even thought about. But as soon as she mentioned it, I was bloody starving. So just had a pie and a packet of crisps. I don't think we're too far now. Seems like I keep saying that and we're not getting any closer. But this road is definitely taking us back to Puddletown. We've had a break in the rain for the last couple of miles, which has been nice. Managed to get a bit more filming done. I don't know how waterproof this camera is, but I wasn't prepared to chance it. So I finished my lunch on the go. Just checked my sugars, they were just below 5. They haven't started heading up just yet. I'm sure they will do. But I don't think I'm going to stop and take any insulin. I might take another reading when I get back to the Airbnb. See where they are then. But I'm hoping I'm going to be able to walk it off without taking any insulin. That would be nice. And then when we get back, I'm going to quickly show you the unusual Airbnb. And we're going to get changed quickly. Try and get as much mud off these boots as I can before I go into Dorchester and find a shoe shop to get something to wear tonight, because I cannot wear these. Okay, so we're back in Puddletown now. We're just coming into the Airbnb now. Just going to show you what we have to go through to get in here. So here we are, back in our Airbnb accommodation. Now, as you can see, it's quite quirky. It's actually called the old bike shed. There's a bike on the wall. You can't ride it, the tyres are flat. Let me just turn this camera around. Now, when we saw this on Airbnb, you could see that it was quite small. There was no separate dining room, but we didn't realise it was quite this small. So that is it. That is our accommodation. There is a bathroom over there. I'll show you that in a second. It's very nicely fitted out, very quirky. Plenty of facilities. Kettle there. Coffee machine there. There's cereals and cereals and cutlery down there. There's a fridge there, a small fridge. I'll tell you more about that later. Okay, it's a small double bed. Little table over here. with a chair. And a lovely view out into the garden, I have to say. Over here, a small TV. Under there, there's a toaster and bits and pieces. We have trashed the room a little bit. Need to clean up. Obviously, we'll do that before we go. And then on into the bathroom. A surprisingly big bathroom for such small accommodation. Very clean. Ooh. Quite like this. It's quite funny, right above the toilet. So there you go. I think the bathroom's a bit too big for the size of the actual room. But anyhow, there you go, there's a radiator there. So that's the accommodation. And as you saw, the way we booked in, yes, we had to walk through two people's gardens. The first garden is where a lady owns a dog. That's the end garden. And we had to step over that wire cage in there, just in case anyone leaves the gate open and lets the dog out. So there you go, quirky B&B.
It's a setback, I'll admit it's not ideal. It took a break like this to find my own Achilles heel. It's a foot joke. Too late, you say that's what I want. If you leave me, so now I have to watch my sugar intake, and it's just typical. My favourite drink's the worst. I don't mind not eating chocolate, I could give up quite a lot, but what the hell do I do now to quench my thirst? Because I can't drink cider anymore. I didn't know how good I had it when I had it all before. No, I can't drink cider now, it's true. So what is the West Country boy to do? Do you really want to be the ship in a bottle on a ship that's lost at sea? Who gives a shit if you hurt the people around us? One by one they desert you and can never be found. Just lose yourself in the lie and tell yourself that you'll be fine without them. If in doubt then it's beautiful. One more time. The West Country's always been good.